What's up, people? You know it is, man. What's up, family? How's everybody doing this Monday night? To me, I'm feeling good, man, right? I throw my setup in the air. You know it is. Your boy Big D. Welcome back to the channel, man. To all my NFL fans, what's up, man? Yesterday was epic, right? To all my NFL fans, man. To all my NFL fans, man. Sending my, man. From my casita to yours. Plain and simple, man. What's up, everybody? Just watching this Monday night, man. Just tapping in with y'all, just to see what y'all are doing. My game don't start to another half an hour, 45 minutes. There's two games on Monday night tonight. Just checking it out right now. Right now is you got Buffalo against the Jaguars, man. It's a pretty good game right now. Let's pick them, man. Let's pick them, right? I know I say I was going to go out throughout the season, every week. And bi-weekly, I was going to pick the teams. We were talking about the wins and losses. Oh, shoot, already. But, Big D's been a little busy. Hey, let me see. Daniel Bear Sports Highlight. What's up, yo? What's up, Daniel? I like your name, man. You have a little bit sports definition to it, man. So you know what I'm talking about. Like I said, man, I just wanted to come out here, see what's up before the Bengals game, man. I'm throwing my setup in the air again. Leaving a comment, man. When you tap in, whether it's live, if you can come on the live or who you represent. If you like the NFL or you don't. There's a lot of people, man, they're not into, when it comes to sports, especially football, right? This is what we're watching right now, this Buffalo. I'm not getting no copyright, right? It'll shut me down, you know what I'm saying? But anyhow, man, just looking at a good game right now. Just wanted to see what's up with y'all, just see how y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? Just watching this Monday night, just kicking back for most of NFL fans, men and women, young and old. We out here, man, just kicking back. So this I'm just saying, this today the Bengals play, so I'm about to get representing mine to the fullest, man. Having a good time, man, reaching out to all you NFL fans and all that. Yes, Big D's from LA, but hey, everybody has a different team, man. You go to like yesterday, right? I forgot who was playing. I think it was San Diego's playing local or the Rams. The Rams were playing right there in SoFi against the 49ers. So, half that stadium's freaking different teams, man. The 49ers were representing hardcore yesterday, man. But the game's on right now. It's Buffalo against Jaguars. On this game, it's going to be a good one. Buffalo's good right now, one of the undefeated teams, as we're saying. Jaguars still 0-2, just like the Bengals. Yes, I already know, all right? You guys could leave your sarcasm, you know what I'm saying? But hey, is your team doing better than mine? Tonight's all about sports, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the Monday night, right? Let's talk about it. Keisha, what's up? Keisha, how's everybody doing? But like I said, my game don't start to another 45 minutes, man. Just right here, just representing my set, right? Just like everybody and anybody else, you know what I mean? When they throw their Cowboys, who lost yesterday. Buffalo, man, this is going to be a good one, though. Like I said, there are two teams, but don't count out. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, don't count out the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then this game's on channel. This is ESPN right now, so depending where you're at, I got DirecTV or what kind of, who you use. It's 206. I'm saying, what's up, Ese, coming from East Los Angeles. Orale, homie. That's right. Thanks for tapping in, dog. You know what I'm saying? East Los. What part of East Los? Because people don't realize, man, a lot of people do, unless you come from that area. There's two different parts. Boyle Heights. A lot of people consider Boyle Heights, East Los, which it really doesn't. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Did I lose it? I guess I almost lost it, man, Lopez Maravilla. That's right, homie. Shout out to the homies from Lopez, man. I grew up right there, dog. You know what I'm saying? I went to, if you're old time, old school from the 90s and 80s, you know what I'm saying? I lived in City Terrace, dog. I know exactly where Lopez is at. I went to Hamel Street, right? Remember Hamel School? I went out there to Hamel, you know what I mean? I graduated at Belvedere. Shout out to all my homies from Lopez, eh? You know what I'm saying? Respect to the Maravillas, eh? That's right. Hey, Pepito, Pinchy, Charlie, eh? What's going on? Charlie, if you're going to come with insults, man, you better hit that like button first. But that doesn't give you the green light to, talk your mierda, homie. I'm just going to have to tap you out, dog. Not just playing, homie. You know what I'm saying? Where you from? Where you from? Let me see. Well, you guys know I'm from I'm from the city of Whittier, you know what I mean? Where things could get real crazy, Southeast Los Angeles, representing hard to the fullest. But we grown now, dog, you know what I mean? We grown. We brought that different movement, man, that positivity, you know what I'm saying? Buffalo's on that drive right now, man. From Whittier, dog, Southeast. Old school, though, man. You got to represent a different narrative, though, bro, That was back then. I'm in the present now, right? Like in life, homie, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end, eh? Right now, I'm at my middle stages, man. But if you want to know more about me, you know what I'm saying? Go check out Barrio Driven, Go check out Barrio Driven. Shout out to Vince Romo. I had an opportunity to go over there and share my testimony. Just go check out the Big D, right? Let you know. Buffalo's just driving, man. Buffalo's one of the undefeated teams right now, right? Let me see. Do you remember the Frisco jeans? Yeah, homies. The Frisco Benz, dog. But had the FB on it, right? Had the FB on it for sure, dog. We got 10,000 people in here, man. Come on. Let's go. Hit that like button. Let me see. Hello from Germany, my G. Hey, shout out to everybody from Germany, man. Shout out to everybody all over the world. Already, guys, go back to my videos. Big D's been international, dog. Coming soon. Coming soon, you know what I'm saying? Take you to places you've never been. Shout out to all my Europeans, man. Germany, Spain. I went to Britain. I went to Amsterdam. Amsterdam, can you believe that? Red light district and everything. Crazy out there. I went to France, Belgium. That's right, huh? Boom, man. Keisha, eh? I still wear the brand here and there. Yeah, you got to represent, eh? I was thinking about, I remember Frisco Benz, Ben Davis. You know what I'm saying? Levi's always been there. Overalls, you know what I'm saying? Dickies. Come on, dog. That's the difference between today's society and back then, right? It's crazy. People who identify with the raza and the Mexican culture, man, people don't understand. There was consequences. You know how people display, like, hey, if you wear a B hat or you identify with a letter or something, can it cost you or get you in trouble? Depending where you're at, man. But back then, man, gangsters, were identified. You knew who was a gangster and who wasn't. And depending where you grew up at, right, it's just like, hey, those guys over there are nothing but trouble, eh? That's right. Do you hear turkeys? Gobble, gobble, gobble. I wear the Frisco Benz shirts. Yeah, they're cool. The FB shirts are cool, eh? That's right. Hey, check this out, man. You guys be polite, be respectful, eh? Because I got my moderators out here, But what's up, man? Where's all my NFL fans, man? Yesterday was cool. Like I said, I was watching that Sunday night yesterday. We were out there just kicking it. Good games, Chiefs against the Falcons, man. I thought the Falcons had a cheap call again. Referees, doing their politics, their sports politics and all. Kansas City, right? The favors, the last Super Bowls in the last couple years. Shout out to my Chiefs fans that are out there. But I was just like, man, But today, Big D's team playing in another 20 minutes, man. Boom. Let me see that. Do you remember the single stripe Cascades? Real old school style. The Cascades, bros. Everything. That's my era, dog. That's our era, bro. You know what I mean? So you're a homie who does it too, And that's how we identify with one another, right? You had to be there, you had to live it. You know, a lot of people, you know, it's crazy, man. They check out our cartura, you know what I mean? They want to know our style, they want to represent our style, and they think it's all fair game. They think it's just came with looks, and it's cool to keep the culture traditionally going, man. You know, I see a lot of young people, especially all the Generation Z, right? They want to get creased up. Oh, Buffalo just scored, man. Let's go, Trevor Lawrence. I like the Jaguars, man. What's up? And look at that. Ah. Says, did your audio get along with Rivera? It was Rivera. You know what I mean? We had our ups and downs, man. I'll be honest with you, man. But for the most part, you know, they're on the other side. You know, Pico's not too far. Yes, we already know it's the next city over. But you know, respectfully and honestly, to tell the truth, in my time, you know, we ran into them. There was some altercations, even in Mexico. But it's another story. Eh? But for the most part, it was respected. I think everybody on Pico Rivera's side, you know, it was so much respected. It was hard to keep contract, you know, of all the enemies. You know, we personally, nobody, not to say we didn't get along with everybody, but everybody for some reason did it, you know, just didn't like Quiet Village. But for the most part, man, it's because, you know, people represent their area different better, you know, better than others, eh? You know, that's what it was, man. But there's always consequences, man, you know. Representing just like I'm representing right now, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Big D, you're from LA, dog. You know, why you a Bengals fan? Hey, worry about it, homie. I represent mines, you know, because of my reasons. A lot of you guys know. Keep repeating myself. Go back to the to the old videos, you know. I still listen to the Midnighters, Joe Patan, Tu Sabes, Carnal. Yeah, for sure, homie. You know, Midnighters are OG, man. Check this out. So I remember my homie, right? And go check out Barrio Driven, where I'm at, where I tell you where I first got blasted at, right? Got caught slipping. My homie lived on that corner, right? Because he had the alleyway, and between next to the alleyway, the main street after that is Whittier Boulevard. So I remember in the morning, right? My homie always play that one song by the Midnighters, and it'll never be over for you. Jamming, dude, like a old school, it was like a movie, eh? Right? Because in the morning we'd be waking up, right? Because all the homies used to go. There was a certain pad, eh, that we used to kick back at. I'm telling you, go to Barrio Driven, and there was a hangout pad, right? For the homies that were out there, we used to call that the crack pad. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my homies, eh? And the reason why we called it the crack pad, you know, obviously because during my time, early '90s, you know, crack was still, you know, was big, man. To tell you the truth, you know. So at that place, you know what I'm saying? We had a few people around there, right? You know, my homie had the brothers, and we're all addicted to drugs, eh? You know, crack before meth even hit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was a thing. We're smoking P dogs, eh? Primos. Who remembers Primos? We used to smoke P dogs, eh? So, but then again, we started, you know, unfortunately, we started, you know what I mean? We got addicted to crack, right? So we used to call it the crack pad. We used to go to certain areas, right? We used to go pick up our clavo. Like I got stories, just even going picking up clavos. Like you guys don't know the real Big D, you know what I mean? All you guys know, like the diplomat, the nice guy, and it's nothing more said than anybody else has even done or experiences, right? I'm not. That's why I don't put out too much of my garbage and all that, man. I just say what I know and what I'm based on, and if I could relate to certain things, like, hey, we've been there. But anyhow, like I said, that, you know, we used to the crack pad, right? We used to kick back all day. The only thing that the brothers, right, will pay for was just water and electricity. They didn't pay the gas, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there was an extra bill. The homies were staying there. We used to be like 15 deep and 16 deep at one pad just to sleep and come out and do the things we were doing, eh? But like I said, that's another story, man, for another time. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll get onto another channel if they want to hear more of the story. You know what I mean? If I even want to repeat it and say it, because I think I already said enough in a lot of platforms, and everything else is pretty private to me. You know? And it says Ciara was your worst enemy is Chale, homie. Cantarana was the Santa Fe Springs, dog. My worst enemies, you know what I mean? At that time, the way I felt, were across the street. It was Gymtown, the oldest gang in Whittier, one of the oldest gang. And that's what I try to tell the people. You know what I mean? There's so much culture and so much history that diverse that they don't even know certain parts of LA, but they have the audacity to come and talk about it when they know a damn thing about, not even when it comes to raza, Mexicanos, or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just people got it all twisted. But I gotta be careful what I say because Big D, you know, you guys don't know me like that. Eh? You know, I just try to share the positivity, acknowledge people, man. Say what's up to the channel. Even people get mad at that. You go over there and you try to bless somebody and give shout outs and they get mad. And they, oh, don't be coming my channel. I heard it from this other channel the other day, right? And I was just skipping on through. And he got to that subject. And that's how I know how small-minded people are, man, because it's all about community. How else are we supposed to reach each other on here? Let me see. Randy Jean, what's up? It says, never guess what I learned today. What did you learn, Brandon? Brandon Q talking crap? Who's blocking Brandon, guys? What's up? What's up? Hey, what's up, Randy Jean? Keisha in the building. And that's the thing, like I'm telling you, it says, how about Whittier Tres or Southside Whittier? You know, they were on the other side, man. You know, Southside Whittier's on the edge, you know, borderline between Norwalk and Santa Fe Springs and all that. You know, the homies were just like nothing big D, lots of that. I think I did by accident. I was laying my phone. All right, let's get them back on. Yeah, it was on the other side, eh? You know, between all that area, between my area, we didn't have to go anywhere, man. You know, because when you see a guy like this wearing a jerseyed out, hat, Lokes, you know, walking Whittier Boulevard, man, you're identified as a target. You know, that was just the way it was back then, man. You know, everybody just disliked that. Or, you know, you got people, youngsters that want to make a name for themselves, and they know traditionally going through the history, right? The veteranos, the older homies will tell you, hey, we don't get along with this gang, right? Gang, you know what I'm saying? So, in other words, I took it like, hey, that's everybody, homie. You know what I'm saying? So it made it easier for us, or for me, to say like, man, if I didn't see you and recognize you, you're representing something else, and it's obviously it's on and cracking. And however it was conducted, to tell you the truth, whether it was balazo or chingazo, You know, I've been in many fights on Whittier Boulevard. Everybody talks about Boulevard Nights and everything. Like, man, I lived it. You know, people go pay for money. You guys go out there, you know, American Me, Bound by Honor, and all that stuff. Like, come on, homie, Mi Vida Loca and all that. Hey, those are good books like that, eh? But shout out to Mi Vida Loca Verro, eh? You know what I mean? Because she lived in that resident Echo Park and all that, so she knows, you know, what time it is. Shouldn't be saying nothing if you lived there, and you shouldn't be even twisting stuff, you know what I mean? The stuff that you live, you probably even participate, but you remember other people did, right? And if you did, you know, just say represent it the right way. You know, what's your motive, eh? People have the wrong tendencies, eh? What's your motive, eh? You know what I mean? I already seen all these channels, you know what I'm saying, just blurring themselves out there, throwing themselves out there. Shout out to them, you know, whatever. But I ain't gonna go and do reactions like everybody else does. It's just like, nah, homie, I stand on solid ground. I have a solid foundation, right? And my abuelito was from Clanton. That's an old clique as well. Yeah, Clanton. Shout out to C14, eh? But I go over there, you know, Love and Grace, you know, she grew up on Willamette Projects, right there in Dogtown, eh? You know, then you got Alpine, eh? There's some old neighborhoods that are out there, eh? Randy says, we love you, big bro. Oh, yeah, for sure, Randy G, man. Shout out to Randy G. Make sure you guys go there, Randy G, drop your channel, man. You know, you guys go over there. It's always positive vibes. She's doing her thing, man. Her and her family, they go out. Great positivity that's out there. You got to tap into people. They just were positive, man. That's one thing about YouTube. That's the new thing, right? The streaming, eh? The streaming, but what's the meaning? Chamoy, what's cracking, homie? You know it is, dog. You're just representing the Bengals right now. Throw your set up in the air. Conversating, you know? Just BSing, that's it. You know, while you're bull crapping. Watching the game right now. Jacksonville's getting their butt kicked again. You know, they're 0-2. Yeah, you know, It's about bringing people up now, man. Through life experiences, I'm blessed, man. I'm about to be 48 years old. You know, things still ain't easy. You know, even for the things that you work for, all we remember, man, is that you're getting it. You know, that's your will, man. That's your ability. That's your strength, right? That's your effort going out there, man. So now, throughout the years, from back in my days when I was younger, like I said, go watch the documentary California Prison Bound, right? I advise you guys go out there. You guys are gonna keep telling me, "Oh, I heard that before," but for all the newcomers and this and that, go check it out. I even have it on my community page, little clippings. Big D acting crazy. you know, it's crazy how everybody just reminisces about the '80s and the '90s, man. Especially the '90s, man. It's always that topic's always coming out. I remember the '90s. I remember the '90s, man. No, I remember it, man. Young Hitler was good, Big D, just right here, homie. Shout out to Randy G, Young Hitler, and the fan band, man. That's right. Getting ready. Just looking at these Buffalo Bills just tearing up the Jacksonville. I was supposed to get into some sports, right? We were supposed to be talking about sports, but the conversation goes different. Took a curve, took a turn, but for the right direction, man, because I won't lead you to the wrong place. You guys know that, man. That's where realism comes in, man. And not to say that I'm perfect. I'm far from it, man. I'm humble. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's saying, I heard this already. Oh, Big D is prideful. Big D keeping it real. Nah, how about keeping it humble, keeping it respectful? And I'm going to keep saying it, right? Like, I heard this. Okay, well, you're going to hear it again. If you don't like it, see your way out of here. Every other channel tell you that. Never in my life have I ever tried to please anybody, dog. Anybody, people. Never try to please anybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Never, eh? You know what I'm saying? It's a winning case. Even the people, the only thing that you have to impress is yourself, man. Because if you do right to yourself, then you could do right to others, eh? And that's where change comes in, man. A lot of these mofos on here, man, they haven't changed, man. Their narrative is, man, don't even get me started, homie. Football. Keep it real. Football. And say, I bet you used to jam the East Side Story, though. Yeah, but like you said, homie, you know what I mean? I remember my homie used to play Willie G, you know what I'm saying? That one rollout every morning, right? Going back to what we were talking, my bad, eh? Going back to what we were talking about earlier. So, after partying, you know what I mean? Being up for weeks and stuff like that, or a few days and so forth, man, get up in the morning. No matter if we didn't have, like, electricity, because if you don't have electricity, you don't got hot water, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell you stories, eh? Everybody talks about gangs and the raza, the culture and all that stuff. There's a lot of pain and suffering, dog, behind it. And I will say, I don't care what any other channel says, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go at it with any other channel or whatever and this and that, Call me out on it, man. Let's talk about it, eh? You know what I'm saying? But Chicanoism, the cholitos, right? The homies, the gangsters, they're part of that culture, eh? A lot of it. A lot of it. Our Chicano culture has to do with neighborhoods, barrios, and stuff like that, territory. People say, oh, well, you know what I mean? I heard somebody the other day say, that, hey, what's part of our cultura? It was because, I heard a homeboy say, oh, it's because, the movies. And so I was like, oh, man, dog. Not the movies, eh? You know what I mean? American Meat, Blood. I was like, nah, raza don't. I was like, oh, man. It was just disappointing, you know what I'm saying? How people think because American Me, bound by honor. And I was like, raza, don't turn me that, man. Chicanoism came, we're totally different. We're all raza, right? Raza, there was a Spaniard name, for all communities of Latinoism, Mexican, and things changed during the duration of time, you know what I'm saying? Where Mexico got its independence from Spain in the history, and everybody should know that part, right? But Mexico became, a person. I heard somebody say, actually I heard somebody say the other day too, they had some, things that were right. They were saying like Chicano comes from a raza, your ancestors come from Mexico, where there was your mom, your grandparents or so forth, right? And they come over here, they migrated, became, you were born in this country because right when you're born here, you guys should know your declaration, you can be American citizen right away. Despite, if your parents are from whatever country, you know what I'm saying? Guadalajara, you know what I mean? Chile and all that, whatever, from North to South, Central to South America, right? And then we become born here, so we become, from this country. We're not Mexicans. I'll use that display. We're here, as, our parents or our ancestors are, right? So you got first, second, third generation. That's raza right there. You know what I'm saying? It's the bloodline, That's Mexicano, that's, Hispanic, You know, Latino comes from a different variations, you know, from central to south. Because I'm not Ecuador, you know what I'm saying? I'm not Argentinian, you know, I'm straight freaking, you know, I come from a descent from Mexico. I know my grandfather came from Aguascaliente, you know, that's when they tell you, well, where you from? You know, people hear that, you know, you got to know your history, people. Let me see, Joe Lewis and Keisha says, YW, Randy G says, Jose, and it says, I bet. But anyhow, man, like I said, gangsters, you know, during that cultivating time, you know, our Mexican parents will go, like I used to hear stories, my grandmother, my grandfather, right? My grandmother used to stay home, you right? This is old school, you know what I'm saying? This is 70s, 60s. You know, my grandfather was, you know, was working, you know, got his citizenship, was able to buy a house and all that, you know what I'm saying? My grandparents, you know, their grandparents, you know, came from certain parts of Mexico, just like my grandfather came from certain parts of Mexico. And then they had my grandmother, then my grandma had my mom, and then it's just, I'm like third, fourth generation already. But, you know, a lot of it has to do, you know, what's inside of the house, man. A lot of people don't talk about, you know, the pain and the torment, just like every other culture and every other community that, you know, the abuses that come home and some gratitude, some things that are very positive or successful. And that's what it's all about, generations and changing, you know, the style and opening up doors and giving opportunity for our younger generation, our children and grandchildren and so forth. You know, you got to break the curse, you know, reverse the curse in it because it's generational, man. And during that times, 80s and 90s, you know what I'm saying, when our grandfathers and our grandparents were working hard, you got like 20 kids to be raised. You know, there's a few of us that could be, you know, became black sheep, eh? You know what I'm saying? And I was one of them, you know, but I was a victim to, you know, the circumstance in the community at that time. You know, my dad was a gang member, got murdered, at a young age. You know, I'm a bastard, I'm a freaking bastard, you know. And that's what it is, man. So now, you know, things are different, man. We know we don't preach and teach, you know, to still, you know, stick to our vows, respect our women from a man's point of view. Okay, ain't no freaking pronouns here. I can identify, I know what I am, you know what I mean? I'm a male, I'm a man. You know, society, things have changed so dramatically from the back then, you know what I'm saying? You know, I would be scared, you know. I'm glad my daughters, you know, after almost 19 years, you know what I'm saying, things have changed in 20 years, man. They didn't really have that set, you know, like, oh, why are you going to put tampons in boys' restrooms and stuff, you know? But that's why it's important, man, to keep a mother and a father in the home, you know? Oh, D, you're a better person now. Freaking Keisha, you better not, Keisha, don't be being sarcastic, right? I'm going to time you out. Got to do what you got to do. Hold the phone low. Freaking Keisha. Randy Jeans out. Woo, woo. You go, girl. That's right. And 90s European, you know. Keisha says D always comes on perfect timing. Randy, time to pick your kid from work and oh, my God, eh? But shout out to everybody, man, you know. Shout out to everybody. All right, let me see this Bengals game. You guys, you know what I mean? Getting me distracted, man. It's all good, family. It's all good. You know, that's the way some things are, you know, they're meant to be told, right? Especially at this time and this hour. Right? I promise you I won't take too much of your time. I promise you, you know a little bit of me, but I know more about you. Easy. You know what I'm saying? I hear people on this thing say, I have a good sense of, you know, I know what people are this, and I know I can identify, I could read up on them. It's called, you know what I'm saying? It's called discernment, eh? You know what I'm saying? In order to have a sense of discernment, man, you have to encounter a little bit of good and a lot of bad in some sense, because you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that are wicked out there, man, and that's why I trip out about social media. You know what I mean? You guys are looking to somebody you can identify with, right? That's what social media is all about, eh? You know, whether I'm out on the streets doing the thing. I mean, people could lie now. People could talk. You can know about people's backgrounds and. Man, and people will still go out there, hit the subscribe, like, which is cool, man, because, hey, nobody can control anybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's highway robbery, eh? You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat. You lie, we steal, we chill. We lie, we cheat, and we steal. Shout out to the WWF. Yes, I call it the WWF, World Wrestling Federation, because that's the era I was growing, man, when everything was cracking and happening, right? 80s, 90s, boom. You know what I'm saying? Raise that thug, eh? Think I'm impressed because of your guys' some stories. Oh, like, man, I got the same stories, eh? But you know, less need to be known, eh? Here we go, baby. Here we go, the Bengals, baby. Oh man, I'm a nice guy though, right, Keisha? I'm a nice guy. Keisha knows, man. Keisha's met me personally. I'm a nice guy. I ain't selling out, you know. Ain't no sellout here, man. Pull up on the block, eh? You know, we make our community to check it out. Check it out, bang. There you go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Chase. T. Higgins back in the scene, baby. Let's come on. We about to go. Joe Cool. Look at Joe Cool, baby. I gotta get me a Joe Cool jersey, man. Got to get our first win, baby. Got to get our first win, man. You know what I'm saying? Some teams have taken a turn south bad yesterday, and we can't follow up with that, man. That Jaguars game's already like, man, it's Buffalo look like, you know, but it's a whole lot of game to be played, man. It says, yes, you are D. No wonder my girl Moni latched on. Oh man, one of a kind, eh? You know what I mean? One of a kind, man. You know, I don't disrespect nobody. I truly stay in my lane. Imagine if man, let me tell you this, you know? Let me tell you this. Let me choose my words better. You know, let me choose my words correctly, man. You know, I could follow the same narrative, man, and be a madre, right? La opinión. You know, and get out here and talk about, you know, the way these channels display themselves. And you channels know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? And like I said, got something to say, hit me up, you know, boom, all that. But I'm not here to start controversy or pedo, eh, you know? What I'm here to talk about more than facts, eh, is just talk about the truth, eh? And that's what a lot of people can't line up with, right? Because the truth hurts. But anyhow, you know what I'm saying? You don't know a person till you get to meet them, you know? And like I said, you know, thank God, you know, I have somebody, even on this chat, that I met several times. Keisha's, boom, you know, you have your friends and you have your acquaintances, right? In social media, everybody's an acquaintance, you know, say, hey, shout out this. You don't become a friend until you know somebody more than, you know, than at least 3 times we met, you know. You got to have developed some time with them. You have to, because then again, I'm already judging you, you know, like, hey, what is your motive, man? You know what I mean? And you know, with a motive, you know, you have to have intentions, you know what I'm saying? So I trip on people, you know. Yeah, this is say, I'm sorry, Big D. Just kidding. And your sisters, man. It's all good, man. Like I said, I'm the black sheep. I got rejected by my family, relationships before, you know what I'm saying? But the only person that will never reject me, this is God, eh? That's why I try to, you know, have God in your heart, man, and you guys will be all right, because no matter what people say or do, boom. And when people say only God can judge you, that's better be right. So you better be right, you know what I mean? So when you meet that time to go with the big homie upstairs, he's gonna judge, eh? So personality is there, everything. Change is important, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Bengals. About to get that time, man. All your sisters. Yeah, man. There's a lot of female people. Shout out to Randy Jean, Keisha, Brenda Love, man, Teresa. Shout out to Dee Dee Harrison, man. Shout out to all the women that are out there, you know. Nay Love, right? You got everybody loves, you know what I mean? Respects Denise Castillo that are out there, man. This is just, you know, we meet up, we kick it. You know, this weekend, shout out to G-Lou, man. You know what I mean? She's gonna be coming down this weekend, man. We have a little celebration, man. You know, performance is everything, right? Finally has an opportunity after a year and somewhat that I spent with him. You know, Monday night, let's talk about it, right? And we talking about it, we're gonna keep it going, we're gonna keep it rocking. You know? You just grow, man. There ain't nothing wrong with mutual growth, man. Like, you get respected more and staying solitude to who you are, man. Instead of following everybody else. Yeah, I don't care if there's one person on here, man, you know. So I had hundreds of people on here, you know. I established a foundation, you know. We're almost to 1,000, and hit that like button, right? You know, hit that like button, right? Helps the algorithm grow, you know what I'm saying? You know, share the channel, man, right? Leave a comment, man. This is how we build our relationships. We blend, we extend, you know what I'm saying? Man, there's a lot of looky-loos. There's a lot of looky-loos in social media, you know what I'm saying? They look in, they look out, you know what I'm saying? You look in, you look out. That's cool, you know? Trying to size Big D up, that's all right. You know, you won't know until you know. Yeah, G-Lu is a awesome. He's awesome, big sizzler. Yeah, G-Lu's the spot. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, oldies rule forever. Right, West Side Wednesdays. You know, you got Let's Talk About It on Mondays. You know that we build foundation, right? It's for you guys, eh? Uh. Oh. Wah, wah, wah. For the last 13 years. Do it again. Let's do it again. Copyright, eh? I guess they didn't want it to be, huh? No copyright, eh? Yeah, but you know, that's where you see positivity. You know, you see mutual growth. You hang around with certain people, boom. You know, and you see them expand, and you're right there. You know, you guys know, G-Lu has come a long way, man, right? I've been rolling with them for the last couple years. You guys know our relationship, man, black and brown. You know, everybody wants, extended hand, which is cool, but don't, instead of reaching out for it, asking for a handout, make sure you do some same moves, man, because we don't need to call you. You can be calling us. You can be calling him, you know. You could love us, hate us, or leave us alone. That's what it is, man. You come at it go through the front door. Don't go through the back door, eh? Like I could smell it, eh? I know people, I could smell it, eh? It's like, man, that's why sometimes, you're cool. But, if after that, it's just like, hey, just like everybody else does right here, I'm like, Big D's, yeah. Or he's whatever, he's a jerk, or he ain't about whatever you say about me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You keep coming back, though, eh? You keep coming back, The views show it, the status rate, the graph grows, almost at 1,000, Big Stomps, what's up, man? Shout out to Big Stomps, eh? Backdoor no Diddy, man, you know what I'm saying? Rather freak me, no, I'd rather freak you. Nah, man, But what's up, Big Stomps, man? Shout out to everybody that's here who has made it, right? In your living room or in your bedroom or wherever you at, man, all across the world, man. You spending time with Big D. We just kicking it, we vibing, we chilling. It says back in the 90s, I dated this loca from Bell Gardens, and we kicked back and smoked a frio, and I got jumped by the King Cobras, eh? Good old times, yeah, man. You had to be careful back in the days where you were at in the set, Sure, I remember, right? I'll tell you, a little quick story, man. I remember, when I used to live right there at State Park. If you guys know State Street, man, you know what I mean? They pretty much put Hugo on the map. And I used to live right there, right across the street from the park. If you guys look at my videos, I lived right across the street. I spend most of my childhood, right there at that park, eh? And I used to I observed, what I'm saying, my family member doing his thing, man. My uncle was pulling weight, man, right there. It was a trip, man. He had the whole house smelling like frios, eh? My homeboy had pints, eh? And as a little kid, we would go steal his money. I used to steal his 50 pours, his 100 pours, and I used to sell them to his best friend, who was next door. And he used to give us like $20 for 100 pour, you know what I mean? Like he was lowballing us, homie. You know what I mean? I was getting lowballed, dog, But back then, $20, $30, you know what I mean, was a lot of money, man. If you grew up in the 80s and, like, boom. I remember when gas was 97 cents, 101, 103. I remember that. I remember a Coke and a bag of chips didn't cost no more than $1 or $2, right? Come on now, man. I'm an old timer, man. I'm old, dog. Anyway, I'm old, people. But, keep yourself healthy, eat right. You know what I'm saying? Encourage you, man. Take one foot in front of the other. Keep doing your thing, man. And the fight is with our body now, right? What I bring to the fight now, you know what I'm saying? What I bring to the table, as I said, man, is experience and love and respect, man. You know what I mean? A cultivated, changing mind, an educated mind, man. Willing to, I hate judging people, man, which I rarely do, man. But I hate negative vibes either, right? I gotta be somebody I can interact with, spiritually, mentally, socially, and even emotionally, homie, because Big D cries, eh? You know what I mean? If you could pierce my heart, man, I know you're sincere, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Big D cries, but Big D can hate too, Those are all my mistakes, man, from back in the days, but we learned, man. I had the privilege and the honor and the blessing from, God up above, you know what I mean, to keep my soul going, and for me to keep breathing, man. So that's why you got to pay homage. You know what I'm saying? You got to give credit where credit's due. And God don't deserve credit, man. You know, and God reserves, you know what I mean, your time. And that's all he wants with everybody. Spend a little time. You know, sometimes you wake up, all right, Lord, thank you for this blessed day, man. You know, you're struggling, whatever you are, oh, Lord, and mentally, you know, I'm thinking about this. You know, I'm dealing with drugs. You know, I got weaknesses, and I'm still dealing with a lot of things in my time, you know. It's just one day, you know, one foot in front of the other. Just like we hike, just like we work out. Just try we moderate what we eat, what we do, right? There's rewards to it, man. You know, you gotta fight, man. Let's see. Back in the '90s, I dated. See, bad boys, what you gonna do? ACP, bad boys. You like drugs? Far from it, man. You know, not no more. You know, so back in the days, I did a lot of, you know, drugs that chemically, you know, drugs that, you know, hopefully, you know, I pray that they're out of my system, man. And said, did you ever meet Walters from Norwalk Dukes? Yeah, I met Walters from Norwalk Dukes. I don't know if that was their clique, but homies from Norwalk, yeah. You gotta understand, man, right? The neighborhoods on Whittier and Norwalk Boulevard, hello. You know what I'm saying? I've been busted in Norwalk. You know, I remember Body Nork, you know, homies from Body Nork. I don't know if that's their Dukes, but I was locked up with some. We were just in the holding tank, you know. And I ended up getting released the next day. He ended up doing whatever he was doing. You know, we didn't really talk about like that. It was just woo late at night, you know, and kicked me out in the morning. But yeah, he was a cool dude. He was an older Vato, eh? Walking store. That's right, Keisha. Get your walk on, girl. Bengals Nation, stand up. Coin toss coming up. There it is, man. Debbie, you already know what time it is, Debs. You know, shout out to Debbie that's out there. Bengals, you know, rise up, man. That's all we doing against the Chiefos, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that was last week. I was pissed last week, man. Can't believe we lost, man. We should have won last week, man. I take pride, you know what I mean? Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? Foul mofo. You know, your lady's not there tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Taylor Swift ain't there to back you. You're by yourself now, you know? But yeah, man, it's just crazy, eh? But I'm going to tap out, guys. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Like I said, I went a different direction, but let's talk about it. It's cool. We're just, you know what I mean, smut talking. And it's all gravy, man. Check it out, man. We will be live, man. Make sure you guys tap into the G-Lou show. You know what I mean? Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Shout out to Dee Dee Harrison. Make sure you go to her channel, like, subscribe, dude. You know, they do positive things. G-Lou's coming this week, man. You know, tomorrow he's going to have, you know, his people out there doing his thing, you know, Deandra and you know, they have their channel Wednesday, Westside Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you know, we be silent, you know, you never know, Big D might just come on. And then Friday, man, you know, people land, you know, shout out to the homie G-Lou, D West will be coming out, hanging out. And let's see what this weekend's gonna bring, man. There's a lot of excitement, you know. If you're gonna be there, that's cool, man. It's gonna good to see the people. Let me see, got D loud and clear on store. Big stunts with Debbie. Debbie commanders need to beat the trap. You know what I'm saying? That's good. Everyone have a good day. Debbie. All right, y'all, man. God bless you guys. Thank you guys for tapping in. You know, appreciate the conversation, man. But, you know, Bengals, throw your setup in the air. Say, I'm back. All right, Chamoy. Appreciate you, man. Like I said, don't forget to like, to subscribe. You know, I'm out, man. Like I said, if anything, you know, if you guys will see, that's why you got to subscribe to the channel, because when Big D go lives, you guys already know the narrative. I don't have to tell you guys, all you guys on social media and everything, you know the script, man. You know, are you going to flip it or not? But love and respect, man, you know, to all my respect, to all my subscribers. We're almost at 1,000, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, but hey, we go steadily, right? You know, we're not asking for anything. We ain't asking for any donation, anything like that. Just looking for your subscription and your support. How about that? Your subscription and support. You got to support my team. You know what I'm saying? You got to support my team, man. And we'll go different directions. Remember, all of us that been here, all you subscribers out here, we done it the real way, man. You know, we don't ask for too much, man. All we ask is for support. And the way we give support to everybody else, man, we family, right? We family, man. And we more than 1,000, man. We deep. We deep, man. To all my communities, man, black, brown, Asian, white, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're just talking about football, right? We're just talking about football. Talking about gangs and all that. It's crazy, man. But that's what we do on the live right here. Big D could go any direction, right? Be diplomatic, man. You know what I mean? Take the good with the bad and the bad with good. Hey, but God bless everybody, man. Thanks you guys tapping in. Randy Jean, man, shout out to you and Young Hitler and your family. Keisha, big stomps, man. Keep doing what you're doing, homie. I see what you're doing. You're working hard, man. I can see you get the results. I know you're proud. You're feeling good. Everybody else, man, have a blessed week, man. Have a blessed day. You know what I mean? If you have anything you're worried or concerned, man, I promise you, man, give it to God and you'll get your wrestle with him, man. Wrestle. You wrestle with everything, but remember, we don't fight against flesh and blood, but against the blood, but against the principalities of darkness, eh? UFOs, I don't know. UFOs, I don't know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. He's running. He's ready. Go, 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 go. Ah, let's go. Let's go, baby. Joe Burrow. Let's go, Big Burrow.
In his career, you know about the struggles in weeks 1 and 2 for him and the team around.
Need protection, man. Right in life, we need protection, man. With that being said, Big D,